Hey guys, we're back with the F90 M5. Today we're going to be installing these front mount intakes. This is not really as much of a power mod as it is a noise mod, so we can really get to hear those turbos from not only the front, but also the rear out of that titanium exhaust now. So here is a close-up of the Vortex Performance front mount air intakes. I selected black as the color, kind of matches the car. And then I also selected these carbon fiber-esque filters, which will be right in the front through the grills there.
Feeling like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Leave me the time, giving me the signs of life. Making you look clear, but you're gonna read me in the deep.
So while we're here, we're going to go ahead and see if there's any weight difference between the two intakes systems. The stock one. And here is the Vortex Performance. It's actually a little bit heavier. Looks like it's about 5 pounds heavier than the stock intake, which is unfortunate, but whatever. All right, let's see what it sounds like.
All right, guys, so while we're finishing up the exhaust, we're going to start applying the coatings to the different parts of the car for protection for the PPF and the paint that remains. So I want to talk a little bit about ceramic coatings and how to kind of protect PPF so you guys are aware. So obviously paint protection film is an extremely capable material by itself. It has hydrophobic properties. It's about 10 to 12 mils thick, so you get great protection from mechanical damage as well. But there's some additional things you can do on top of obviously your paint or even the PPF to give it some additional protection. That normally nowadays, you know, in the past would have been something like a normal wax. You'd have to apply very often, but the addition of silicon oxide into the surface layer of a lot of these different paints is what's helping people get as long of a good protection and minimize washing and deepen the gloss on a modern car. And to do that, there's a couple of different brands of ceramic coatings available. I've tried a few in the last 10 years or so. Looked at different people's results, looked at my own results. A lot of the times you'll see a kit, something like this. This is a nanobond kit. This is, I think, an older one that people highly rated quite a while ago. And then something simple like a spray on. This is a turtle wax hybrid solutions with a wax and a ceramic coating agent in it as well. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about is just some general maintenance stuff. We're going to be putting on several parts of the car is this Chemical Guys wrap and detailer enhancer and protectant, acting in a similar way to this ceramic coatings and wax. This is specifically designed for PPFs and vinyl wraps and so forth. I have not used this product before, so we're going to go ahead and try this out and see how it works for a lot of the different wraps that we now have on the cars from the factions members here. So this, I think, should prove quite useful, given that really for a lot of the PPFs you have to be able to maintain a surface level of elasticity to make sure that it doesn't dry out, and as it dries out it will degrade faster and faster. So keeping that is important. Then this wash as well, we already used that to clean the car to get it to this point. On the final wash, everything before that we're just using a detergent to make sure we've removed as much as we can oil. So this one, and you see a lot of them now on the market that already have some silicon dioxide in it. Not mandatory, but it definitely helps to have some silicon dioxide in it, just to in the shampoo, just to be able to prevent and maintain something like one of these products for as long as possible. So again, this is kind of the mainstay, I think, now for a lot of folks, is just to have a ceramic wash as the primary washing solution. Again, only for maintenance style things. If you're trying to do PPF like we're doing here, you've got to remove, usually mechanically, polish the vehicle to get rid of any existing ceramic coating that's going to deter adherence of a PPF or a vinyl or anything like that. So these are the main products that we're going to be using for the exterior of the vehicle to make sure that it is as protected as possible, including the PPF, since keeping it alive, since it's such an investment and time consumption to be able to put a PPF on the majority of a car, we want to make sure that it lasts as long as possible. So with these products, I think you're generally going to have a very good level of results for about any application you can think of for PPFs, wraps, and just paint as well. So one thing we noted, we're going to have to move some of the solenoid wires that control the valve in these exhausts. And so right now Logan's trying to finagle the tips and everything to get in position. But it looks like we're going to have to cut where the original lines were. Maybe able to see a little bit better on this side, where the original line. So on this side, you might be able to see a little bit better. We're gonna have to cut where the original line is and route it over the heat shield just to be able to get the line distance. All right, guys, so we finished installing the rest of the exhaust system. The tips, not 100%, but we'll go into that here in a little bit. For right now, we're going to go ahead and keep them, since we'll probably end up changing the tips out anyway in the future, and deal with that down the road. So right now we're going to go ahead and drop the car, but first we're going to go ahead and throw on the scales and see how heavy this guy is, since we haven't weighed it yet, and we'll show you guys that as well. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and finish up doing the rest of the detailing of the M5 and make sure all the ceramic coat and all the windows are clean. All right, guys, so we got it all lowered onto a set of Proform wireless scales, and to our surprise, our bets were about 4,350, 4,400 pounds. These are obviously not light cars with twin turbo V8s and all-wheel drive, and after everything we've done, it is settled to 4,041 pounds, so just over 4,000 pounds. And again, we've settled the corners. It's been about 10 minutes now for this to settle, and it's pretty astonishing. So we ended up, just because we were so amazed, re-weighing some of the exhaust parts and some of the parts that we ended up just taking off, and that got us to about 70 pounds. And then this has about 3/8 of a tank of fuel in it. So obviously this one doesn't have a sunroof and some of the other parts that is going to make it a little bit heavier, but still astonishing with some of the carbon bits and the titanium exhaust that we've already gotten to 4,041 pounds for this entire car. So really, really cool. All right, guys, so like I said, we're gonna go ahead and finish ceramic coating. I already did half of the car on time lapse. We're gonna finish doing the rest of the half of the car. Almost all the PPF parts I already added the Chemical Guys wrap care, and then we're putting the turtle wax ceramic coat over that. We've got to finish applying it. Like I said, it's kind of a two-step process. Put on, then wipe off until clear. Then we're going to go ahead and clean up the windows as well, and the wheels and tires, and then that should pretty much finish it up. We'll leave the interior detailing for another time, but this is pretty much going to be the final application of all the ceramic coat and the exterior protection for this M5. Let's do it. All right, guys, and with that, we are done with this episode for the M5. We got that titanium exhaust installed in the entire exterior of the car, ceramic coated and finally detailed to the way that we like it. We'll show you guys some B-roll here with different shots of the car. Unfortunately, it's nighttime outside, as you guys can see, so we'll get some shots in the day. But more importantly, I want to say that this is going to be a featured vehicle in one of our upcoming videos. So make sure you guys stay tuned, hit the notifications button, and watch out for a video where this is going to be on full expose. Just absolutely beautiful car. You guys can see a little bit of just how much reflection we got with the PPF on almost every single part of this car. It's about 80% completely covered. Again, hood, entirely front bumper, headlights, fenders, doors, mirrors, trunk, spoilers, wear sections like that, all covered in PPF, all ceramic coated, and that beautiful titanium exhaust that you're about to hear in just a little bit. So stay tuned. We'll compare the original to this titanium exhaust sound, and again, we'll show you guys a bunch of the video during the day. So without further ado, let's go and jump to that. And again, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Really appreciate your help. And any comments you have on this car, we're not done with it at all. We've got plenty of ideas that we want to bring to this car, power mods, other exterior mods, things like that. So let us know again in the comment section down below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Let's do it.